Hi guys, in this video I am going to show you how to create CRUD operation using Angular 19. Okay, and let's see, I already published a post on my blog, you can see over here, and we are going to follow that step and let's understand in the detail. So I am going to explain and follow the step what I have given. Okay, so let me go here and you can see, first of all, you can see the preview and all. We are going to readymit APIs from the website. If you have a like Laravel APIs, or if you have a like Node.js API, you can use it as well. So now let me go create, edit, same thing we are going to do. So here is the steps, they already I have written down. So first step is to create a new application using ng command. So let me go here to my terminal and ng new, and I will say CRUD app. Okay, hit enter, and it is asking for the CSS. I will keep the default. Okay, and yeah, yes, and just creating the new Angular 19 application. Okay, so let's wait a moment to install npm package and all the things. Okay, now installed this successfully. So now let me go my VS Code editor and open the project first. Okay, so open folder and go to the www Angular 19 and CRUD app, and yeah, that's great. You can see that with the angular.json and all the things. So this is working perfectly fine. Okay, now what I need to do, run the application also. So just CRUD. Okay, yeah, that's great. Okay, and ng sir. Okay, yeah, and just say just check the our application is working fine. So localhost 4200. Okay, that's port. Go here, localhost 4200. Okay, and hit enter. You can see that fresh Laravel 9, sorry, Angular 19 are running perfectly fine. Okay, now what I'm going to do the next step, so go here and we are going to install the bootstrap, but you can install whatever you want to install. The second step, let's install the bootstrap to the Angular 19. Okay, so go here and remove this now, clear it. Okay, and install npm install bootstrap and save. So let's wait a moment to install the bootstrap file, and it's already installed. Now let me go here and we need to add the bootstrap css path. So copy this and go to the VS Code editor, and that's called angular.json. And here if I say yeah, what it say, like styles, so go to the styles. Here by default src styles.css, but I'm going to also add bootstrap, save it. Okay, now let me go here and go to the third step. Okay, in the third step I am going to create a module for the post, because we are going to create the CRUD application for the post. So copy this and run this command. Okay, so yeah, you can see that it's created a new module that's called post.module.ts. Go to the VS Code editor, src, and inside the app you can see that post.module. So its insert update delete will be separately. So maybe you have a like letter for the categories or for the article or whatever, you know, so it's create the separate folder. So that would be great. Okay, so now let me go here and yeah, create component for the module. Okay, so I'm going to create the component for the index, view, and create an edit page. Okay, so that way I'm going to run one by one all the command. Okay, and that all will be component create in the post folder. Okay, so it's separate CRUD operation. Okay, go here, run, and you can see that they have created inside the post. Okay, go here, index, so that will be entire thing will be separate for the index. Okay, HTML, and you can see the TS and all. Okay, so that's great. Okay, same thing, I will create component for the view, post view. So go here, yeah, that's created for a view. And now let me go and done for create, copy this, just yeah, great. Okay, and it's same thing I need to do for edit. You just need to use that command that what I have written in my website. So you can see that create, edit, index, and view. That's great. Okay, now let me go, and what is the next step is that we need to create the route. So that means I can access the post, index, and all. So what I'm going to do is just copy this entire things. Okay, copy this and go to the app.routes file. Okay, so go to VS Code editor and there is already routes, okay, here, and just paste it, and let me remove this. Okay, just save it. So that means we have created post, okay, post route, post slash index plus slash like view and create, and for the edit. Okay, just save it. So all the routes are created there. Okay, save it. Okay, and let me go here, scroll down. The next step is that we need to create the interface, so where we need to decide that like title and body, two columns right now I am going to add. So just copy the interface, and interface also I'm going to create in post folder. So you can see over here post.ts, and let me define the column name. So right now we are just taking id, title and body. That's great. Later maybe you have a published date, or maybe meta description and whatever. Okay, but for now very simple: id with number, title with string, and body with string. Save it. Okay, now go to the next I am going to create the service. Okay, so let me go and explain why service is required, because if you are want to use for node.js api, laravel api, python api, you have to create the service and call that api. I am going to use ready-made json placeholder api, so that way for this example you don't have to create. Okay, so you can see that here they have created post. If I click on it, they return the 100 post over here. Okay, same, go back and go to the documentation they have created. If you want to get particular post, you need to run post/1. You can see that they have written the json like title, body, and you can see that with the user id. Same thing, if you want to create a new post, then you can fire /post with the post method. For the edit, you can use put or patch method with the post/id, and same thing for the delete method you can use with post delete. So basically you don't have to create separate APIs for now. For this example, I am going to use the JSON placeholder dot typicode.com, that website APIs. Okay, go here and create a service. Okay, copy this and just paste it. Yeah, it's created a new service inside the post, so that will be, everything will be separate things. Okay, and now let me go and copy the service code what I have written in this. So let me copy this, and then I'm going to explain you. Okay, for the delete, and let me copy this, and just I'm going to change. Okay, and what I'm going to do in this services, first of all I have defined the API URL, so JSON placeholder API, and then I have set for every API I have set the headers, content type JSON, and then inside the constructor I am going to define HTTP clients of Angular, and then if I say get all, that means get all the post method, and that returns all the post from the JSON placeholder API. Same thing, if you want to create the post, then it goes call post request with the post API URL plus post method URL. Okay, API. Same thing if you want to just get, so that means this is the URL. If I go, you can see this is the URL, and you can see I'm just passing the ID. Same thing I have created for the update post API. I have call update post API. I am just asking for the ID of post, and then give me the post data. Okay, and then at the end delete. So that means if you want to delete the post, I am going to use the delete API, and I am going to pass the ID of is a parameter. Okay, and then at the end I have just create error handler, so that means if anything wrong with the API, then it's giving me the error. Okay, so save it. So that means we created a service. Now let me go to the again my documentation, and yeah, for the 8 step, and update the component logic and template. So that means we are going to update all the templates. Okay, so with what we have created in the components, for example index, and go to the index.ts. Okay, here I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to explain you. Copy this and just paste it entire. Okay, and what I did in this, so I have just import the post service and also import the interface is very important. And then you can see that I have declared post variable, and then I have on on init I have called services get all function, that what we have created over here. You can see that get all. Okay, and then get all the post and store this variable. Okay, and then let me go to the again, okay, in post index, sorry, let me go to the index.component html. Let me copy it as well, so just copy this, okay, and go to the html. Here I'm going to just paste it and display the all post with the for loop. Okay, so that's great. Now let me go here and just scroll down and let me create page template for create. Okay, so just copy this, and go to the create component.ts. And here what I did, basically use the post service to call post method, and I also define the router to redirect. And also in this method I'm going to use reactive form module, form group, form control, and validators. So when I'm on init, I'm going to create new form group with title and body, and if you click on submit, then it's call post services create method and send the data, and that means post will be create. After that it's redirect back to the post index. Okay, so save it, and let me go and also copy the html. Okay, so copy this, save it, and go to the html, save it. Okay, now you can see that here I have just created the form and also add the back url, so you can go back to the post index and you can see that form. Okay, and form submit method, and here is I have created a input. Okay, and title touched. Okay, and then body, and then in the submit method. Okay, so save it. Okay, so now let me go back and yeah, go for the edit. So same thing, I have to copy the ts file, copy this and go to the edit and ts file, just paste it. And what I did in this, call post services, also router and post interface as well, and then reactive form I have imported. And then you can see that in constructor I have just post service, route, and router I have imported. And then you can see on ng init I have just passed the post id and call the service to get the post data first and then assign to the post variable. Okay, then also create the form with title and body with the form group, and then at the end when submit the data, at that time I'm going to call update method with the id and form data. Okay, after that redirect back to the post index. Okay, and now let me go and just copy the, sorry, so let me go here and copy the html as well for update post. You just need to copy it. Okay, just copy that and go to the html, just paste it. Okay, and now let me go and go for the details. Okay, so same thing, I'm going to copy and go for a view, and inside the ts file I just paste. And in this example just I import the post service and router and then post interface, and just when on init I'm going to call find api method of post service and assign to the post variable. Okay, save it. Okay, then I'm also just copy the html, go to the html and paste it. Okay, so that means here just display the post id, post title, and post body, just view page. Maybe you have a different, then you can design in detail. Okay, go here, and the next step is to create router outlet. Okay, in our app component by default, if I go here app.component.html, this is called, so that's why we have a very basic design. And at the end there is a router dash outlet. I'm going to remove everything and just keep outlet slash outlets tag. Okay, so save it. Okay, and now let me go. So next what I need to do, I need to import http client. So what I'm going to do, app.config.ts. So let me go app.config.ts file. Here I am going to import provider client. Okay, so just, and then I'm going to prevent provide HTTP, so that's way I can call the other API. So copy this. Okay, and after the animation, like comma, and just provide HTTP client, save it. Okay, so that's it, that's perfect, and route and all, it's already called. Okay, great. And then let's see with the ng serve. Okay, so run the application. I hope it should be successfully run. So ng serve, and let's wait a moment to render. Yeah, there is a problem on, let me go here. What is the problem from scratch? We can see, yeah, and yeah, it's very long list. So but let me go here, and first of all in edit there is only one hash. So let me go to the edit, post, edit, go to the HTML, and if I go here you can see that with the touched, and you can see that hash I forgot, just one hash I have made. Same thing, I made a mistake for the body, save it. Same thing, maybe I mistake for create as well. So go here, yep, right, because of maybe my post has some mistakes. So save it. Okay, and now let me clear this all, maybe clear, and run it again, the application. Okay, so go, yeah, there is again the problem, and that should again same with the title and error, but we already fixed. Go to the HTML, edit HTML, maybe forgot, oh sorry. So here also I need to do for the error, not just one hash, save it. Same thing for create, change it to double hash. So because that's, if this is the body error hash, then and then that check for the required key. Okay, so let me clear and run it again. Okay, yeah, there is a problem here as well. So post does not exist. So go to the edit component, and what was this problem is, so ng if template directive common module import used built if. So let me take a look on this. You can see that I have run, but there was a problem with the catch. So I already catch ng catch clear, and then I'm going to run it again, the application, because issue with the catch. So let me run it again, the project. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, you can see that it's running. I have nothing to change. Let me go here and go to the localhost 8000 and slash post. Okay, and hit enter, and you can see that over here list of all the posts is. Okay, I have created very simple and basic design. Maybe let me put some spacing over here. So let me go to the index, and maybe mt5, save it. Okay, and hit refresh. You can see that it's some spacing on the top. Okay, now you can see that perfect listing of the post. And if I go and click on create post, and just I will say test one, and click on submit, and I have just called that API. It's not create actually, because we are using the JSON placeholder. And same thing, if I click on delete, it should be delete. You can see that. Okay, same thing if I click on edit, so you can see that all the data fillable, and just dot and edit. It's not an actual edit because we are just calling the API. Okay, so that means I can keep showing you in the yeah, object over here. So clear it, click on it, and just test and click on submit. You can see that post created, and then it's called again the API. So that means if I click on view as well, so you can see that view of the post. So this is, I'm going to use ready-made JSON placeholder API. So that means it's not showing the created record, because it's every time written the same records. But if you are working with real APIs with Node.js API or Laravel API, so that means it will work perfectly fine for you. So I hope guys you understand how simple you can create the insert, update, delete based on the APIs. Make sure you have correct the APIs. Okay, then it will work everything fine. So at the end, if you like this video, then don't forget to share with your friends, and like, share and subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys.